My name is Nigel Hastilow. I'm the Director of Enterprise for the Institute of Chartered Accountants, and this is a quick summary of the main points of the Autumn Statement and how they affect small businesses. The key point is that there is such a high government debt, there isn't an awful lot George Osborne could do. On the other hand, we have had 3% growth this year and we're expecting more growth next year, which is all good for small businesses. The first thing we need to talk about is business rates. There's a huge discrepancy between what people pay on the high street and what online retailers pay in their big warehouses. What we'd like to see come out of the review is a system that doesn't penalise small businesses as heavily as it does at the moment. They only contribute £1 billion to the £25 billion raised in rates at the moment, and we hope that something better will emerge, but of course we'll have to wait because it'll be a good 12 months before we get the results of this investigation. The second big topic is access to finance, money for small businesses. It's a bit sort of yesterday's problem because only 11% of businesses, according to a recent survey that the ICAEW carried out, are really having difficulty getting access to money. That was a big problem at the depths of the recession, but it's become less so. Even so, George Osborne has announced £900 million of extra funding for small businesses, which will be welcome. What we have a bit of a difficulty with is first-time applicants. Over 50% of them get turned down by their banks, and we at the ICAEW have argued that there should be sort of critical growth vouchers available for these businesses so that they can get a good start. Well, the third big topic is export. The government wants you to export your products and services around the world. The government is aiming to increase British exports to £1 trillion a year by 2020, and they're struggling, so they need your help. And to help you help them, they've added another £20 million to the services that UKTI, the export arm of the government, is able to offer small businesses. If you want to get into export, what is UKTI going to do to help you with the new money they've got? Well, they're going to organise some workshops that will take place around the country to let you learn more about what you need to know for exporting and give you the confidence to do so. They're going to offer more places at exhibitions and business fairs around the world, which is a good way of getting new contacts. They're going to provide a small number of grants for small businesses which are looking to export, and they're going to step up their approach to encouraging exports digitally. The difficulty for small businesses at the moment is one that maybe you're not even aware of, and that is the new changes to the VAT rules as far as exports to Europe are concerned. Because if you export to a country outside Britain, but within the European Union, you now have to charge and pay VAT at the local rate in the country you're selling it to, not in this country. So that could mean several different rates of VAT. And George Osborne has announced some measures that will change the way that works in making it easier for small businesses. But it's a very complicated area, and you really do need to take the advice of an ICAEW Chartered Accountant to make sure you're on the right side of the law. And a few other points from the Autumn Statement include the fact that the government is going to introduce legislation to deal with late payment, which may help small businesses, which are often suffering from late payment of their bills. There will be an abolition of national insurance payments for companies that take on apprentices. There is to be some more incentives for research and development, and there are to be some tax incentives for orchestras and the makers of programmes for children's television. If you found this relevant to you, go and see an ICAEW Chartered Accountant to get more advice. You can get a free consultation through the Business Advice Service. Go to the Business Advice Service blog for access to Chartered Accountants and for more information. And if you found this video useful, subscribe to Btube.